Section 10. Rules of the road. What's the meaning of this sign? Now you should know this by now. It's the white circle with the black diagonal bar across it. This is the national speed limit applies. What's the national speed limit for cars and motorcycles on a dual carriageway? 70 miles per hour. There are no speed limit signs on the road. How is a 30 mile per hour limit indicated? By street lighting. You see street lights but no speed limit signs. What will the speed limit usually be? Clearly 30 miles an hour. What does this sign mean? It's the blue circle with a 30 and a red diagonal stripe through it. End of minimum speed. There's a tractor ahead. You want to overtake but you aren't sure whether it's safe. What should you do? Stay behind the tractor if you're in any doubt. Which vehicle is most likely to take an unusual course at a roundabout? Long lorry. When mustn't you stop on a clear way? At any time. What's the meaning of this sign? It's the red perimetered circle with a red stripe diagonally through it and a blue centre, and that is waiting restrictions. When can you park on the right hand side of a road at night? When you're in a one-way street. On a 3-lane dual carriageway, what can the right-hand lane be used for? Overtaking or turning right. You're approaching a busy junction. What should you do when, at the last moment, you realise you're in the wrong lane? Continue in that lane. Where may you overtake on a one-way street? On either the right or the left. How should you signal when going straight ahead at a roundabout? Indicate left before leaving the roundabout. Which vehicle might have to take a different course from normal at roundabouts? Long vehicle. On which occasion may you enter a box junction? When your exit road is clear. When may you stop and wait in a box junction? When oncoming traffic prevents you from turning right. Which person's signal to stop must you obey? A police officer. You see a pedestrian waiting at a zebra crossing. What should you normally do? Stop to let them cross and wait patiently. Who can use a toucan crossing? Cyclists and pedestrians. You're waiting at a pelican crossing. What does it mean when the red light changes to flashing amber? Wait for pedestrians on the crossing to clear. When can you park on the left opposite these road markings? And you've got the standard white dash in the road, but you've got a solid white line to the right of it. And the answer is to pick up or set down passengers. You're turning right at a crossroads. An oncoming driver is also turning right. What's the advantage of turning behind the oncoming vehicle? You will have a clearer view of any approaching traffic. You're travelling along a street with parked vehicles on the left-hand side. Why should you keep your speed down? Children may run out from between the vehicles. What should you do when you meet an obstruction on your side of the road? Give way to oncoming traffic. You're on a 2-lane dual carriageway. Why would you use the right-hand lane? To overtake slower traffic. Who has priority at an unmarked crossroads? No one has priority. What's the nearest you may park to a junction? 10 metres or 32 feet. Where shouldn't you park? At or near a bus stop. You're waiting at a level crossing. A train passes but the light keeps flashing. What must you do? Carry on waiting. What does this sign tell you? It says zone ends, and above it is the sign we were talking about with the red circle perimeter and a diagonal red stripe through it and a blue centre. And it means no waiting zone ends. What must you do when entering Roadworks where a temporary speed limit is displayed? Obey the speed limit. You're on a well-lit road at night in a built-up area. How will using dipped headlights help? You can be easily seen by others. The dual carriageway you're turning right onto has a very narrow central reservation. What should you do? Wait until the road is clear in both directions. What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road for cars and motorcycles? 60 miles per hour. You park at night on a road with a 40 miles per hour speed limit. What should you do? Park with parking lights on. Where will you see these red and white markers? And we've come across these before. It's the longer vertical rectangles, white rectangles with red diagonal stripes. And it's approaching a concealed level crossing. You're travelling on a motorway in England. You must stop when signalled to do so by which of these? A traffic officer. You're going straight ahead at a roundabout. How should you signal? Signal left just after you pass the exit before the one you're going to take. When may you drive over a footpath? To get onto a property. A single carriageway road has this sign. What's the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? And it's the white circle with the black diagonal stripe, which is the national speed limit. So this means 50 miles per hour if you're towing a trailer. What's the speed limit for a car towing a small caravan along a dual carriageway? 60 miles per hour. You want to park and you see this sign. What should you do on the days and times shown? It says meter zone and it's got the same sign we've discussed. The circle with the red perimeter, the red stripe through it and the blue centre. And it has times shown Monday to Friday, Saturday 8:30 till 6:30, Saturdays 8:30 till 1:30. Park in a bay and pay. A cycle lane marked by a solid white line is in operation. What does this mean for car drivers? You mustn't drive in that lane. You intend to turn left from a main road into a minor road. What should you do as you approach it? Keep well to the left of the road. You're waiting at a level crossing. The red warning lights continue to flash after a train has passed by. What should you do? Continue to wait. You're driving over a level crossing. The warning lights come on and a bell rings. What should you do? Keep going and clear the crossing. You're on a busy main road and find that you're travelling in the wrong direction. What should you do? Turn around in a side road. During which manoeuvre may you remove your seatbelt? Reversing. Over what distance are you allowed to reverse? No further than is necessary. What should you do when you're unsure whether it's safe to reverse your vehicle? Get out and check. When may you reverse from a side road into a main road? Not at any time. You want to turn right at a box junction. There's oncoming traffic. What should you do? Wait in the box junction if your exit is clear. You're reversing your vehicle into a side road. When would the greatest hazard to passing traffic occur? When the front of your vehicle swings out. Where's the safest place to park your vehicle at night? In a garage. When may you stop on an urban clearway? To set down and pick up passengers. You're looking for somewhere to park your vehicle. The area is full except for spaces marked disabled use. What can you do? You can't park there unless you're permitted to do so. You're on a road that's only wide enough for one vehicle. A car is coming towards you. What should you do? Pull into a passing place on your left. You're driving at night with your headlights on full beam. A vehicle is overtaking you. When should you dip your lights? As soon as the vehicle passes you. When may you drive a motor car in this bus lane? Right, so this sign is not very good for audio. Big blue sign, split into two rectangles. We've got a local written on a bus. We've got a cycle beneath and a taxi with a white line to the right of it. And then underneath that rectangle, you've got Monday to Friday, 7 till 10 a.m, 4 till 6:30 p.m. The answer is outside its hours of operation. Other than direction indicators, how can you give signals to other road users? By using brake lights. You're parked in a busy high street. What's the safest way to turn your vehicle around so you can go the opposite way? Find a quiet side road to turn around in. To help keep your vehicle secure at night, where should you park? In a well-lit area. You're driving in the right-hand lane of a dual carriageway. You see signs showing that the right-hand lane is closed 800 yards ahead. What should you do? Move to the left in good time. You're driving on a road that has a cycle lane. The lane is marked by a broken white line. What does this mean? You shouldn't drive in the lane unless it's unavoidable. What must you have to park in a disabled space? The answer is a blue badge. Where must you stop your vehicle if you're involved in an incident that causes damage or injury? And now the case study. It's early evening and the street lamps are lit. You're driving home at 30 miles an hour, although there are no speed limit signs. The road is a single carriageway and you're alone in your vehicle. Sleet is falling steadily and it's cold. Ahead, a vehicle is spreading salt on the road. In town, there are high occupancy vehicle lanes which you don't use. Your home is level with a zebra crossing, but you park beyond its markings, further down the road. How have you identified a 30 mile an hour speed limit? There are regularly spaced streetlights in the area. What would the normal centre white line markings be on this road? Short dashes with long spaces. What colour flashing beacon would the salting vehicle have? Amber. Why would you not use the high occupancy lane on your journey? It's for vehicles that have 2 or more occupants. Why don't you park level with your home? Because you mustn't park there. Now, so ends that section.